Just to prove that the competition did stretch all the way from the Tamer of the Land's End, we have the good folk of St Ives.
Nice music. Can anyone guess the year? That's right, ladies and gentlemen, it's 1973, the year Margaret Thatcher, before she surreptitiously snuck into number 10, cut the ribbon on St Ives School art block. The art block's a bog standard design similar to so many others all across Cornwall, and for a small unit, it packs a hefty carbon punch. Now, let's talk to Daniel for some baffling facts and figures.
Each day, the art block uses 11.5 kilowatts of electricity and 8.2 cubic metres of gas, costing £7.17 a day. Worryingly, this generates 26.4 kilograms of CO2. That's 30 of these. This is 5,100 kilograms of CO2 each year, and one of our key aims is to significantly reduce this. Now over to...
Thank you. 30 of those? Wow, that's loads! Now let me introduce Bridget for some user feedback.
Well, we carried out a survey on 675 students who use the art block each week, asking how could it be improved for their use. The three main responses were improved lighting. The low light intensity and fluorescent distortions make work in the art rooms really difficult. The second was better ventilation and heating, and last of all, the opportunity to work outside. So, our design aims to reduce the carbon footprint and create a better working environment. Very importantly, we wish our Eco Art Block will be inspirational to the community and other schools. Building Schools for the Future programme has been scaled down, and redeveloping existing buildings to be more sustainable will be the way forward. Now Alistair is going to talk about our design.
We hope to reconstruct our art block. We will plan to build 3 roof windows on top of our art block. These will be facing north. This seems strange at first, but the north light will come in through the windows and reflect into our art block. On the south facing side, the slope of our roof windows, we will have photovoltaic cells. We will have 9 of these, and these will power enough energy just to run our art block on its own. The roof windows will cost around £6,750. And the photovoltaic cells will cost £12,500. Now we hand over to Daniel for some more ideas.
Another aspect of our design was the water collection system. The roof would be slightly angled with the channel in the middle, allowing water to flow down to a water butt on the side of the building that will be clearly visible. The water can then be pumped back in the building for use by students, costing around £4,000. Now over to Alistair for more aspects of our design.
We hope to create a lovely sculpture garden outside our art block. This will be great for students to show off their art sculptures and for Mrs. Fox-Williams to take 3D drawings. Not only will it be used by the school, but the nursery nearby and the community can come up and sit around. Not only will this be used by humans, but this will create a great habitat for animals. Now we hand over to Billy for the financial side.
You may think that this is an impossible project and just way too expensive, but we hope not. We're hoping to get the ball rolling with the bid for the windows. Therefore, we are asking you for just under £7,000. From this point, we are very confident that we can go forward. There are a number of solar power grants for schools, and with our specially designed windows, we're placed in a good position to receive funding aid. The outside landscape will be done by us students and parents. Local businesses in St Ives are keen to use our new eco art blocks as an advertising tool, and therefore we could also get sponsorship. Now finally over to Callum.
Thank you, Billy. The building sits in a prominent position, ideally suited for the local community to see what can be achieved and to draw people in. If this happens and we can give accurate details on costing and savings, then it may encourage other schools to follow suit. And as a roundup, The current emissions are 26.4 kilograms of carbon emissions a day. But the 9 photovoltaic panels saves 34 kilograms, so there's a net environmental benefit of 7.4 kilograms of carbon emissions a day. If that's not worthwhile, what is? We'd also like to thank Helen Brooks, our architect, who helped us along with the project, and she was a great help. And thank you for your time. Any questions?
Thank you for that. Amazing presentation. I think what you've got here is something that's very inspirational, and I think the thing I like about the project is that it's not an extra thing. You're actually making the art block better, and showing that sustainability and good green design isn't something you do as an added value, you do it within it. So I think you've got a really good thing here. I am though concerned that, you know, if you do the windows but you don't get the rest of the project, you know, it's a big ask. So I'm interested in how you make that step to make sure you get the whole dream new building, sort of, well, the development of the building.
There's already lots and lots of schemes like Solar for Schools, which will give you solar panels for free if you apply for them, and we'll be applying for various grants and help from the community as well.
When it comes to the infrastructure cost, you're talking about putting windows in the top, north-facing windows. £7,000 doesn't sound like an awful lot of money to change the structure of your roof to take this extra change to your building. Have you looked at the costings for the actual infrastructure changes?
We've had an architect in, Helen Brooks, and she's told us that £6,725 we need is enough for the building work, the windows with the automatic opening, and the building regs and contingency and everything.
Good. I like that.
And have you talked to? No, it sounds remarkably good value. Have you talked to other people in the school about whether you get people to help build things like the sculpture garden and really commit to doing this?
Well, like a couple of the people that help but couldn't come today, their parents are gardeners, and it's like they're builders, plasterers, so we've got all the parents' help that we need.
Are you aware of any other schools in Cornwall that have gone down this road? Have you spoken to anybody that's put photovoltaics in?
I don't.
Our window designs are very unique, like no other school has them, but many other schools have the box standard design of that normal art block.
I really like the north-facing light, the south-facing PV, photovoltaics making electricity. Clever, we like that. How much electricity are you making for the 12.5K? What's your peak power?
11.5 watts of electricity a day is what's needed to run the art block, and there's more left over to sell back to the grid.
St Ives.
It's a brilliant idea of sort of, taking an existing building like that and doing it. I mean, and they appeared to have got, the figures.
The thing that I worry about this is it could be lipstick on a pig. You've got a really rubbish building, and then you put something really nice on the top.
But to be perfectly honest, there's going to be no money for new buildings for
the
the
next 10 years. Absolutely.
That's the point.
So maybe it's an iconic project that people in a few years ago, that's how it could be done.
Lots of positives.
I think there's a lot of mileage in that.
I think
a lot of mileage.
Which is the winner in our mindset? St Ives. St Ives. That's agreed. It was a very tight competition. St Ives' solution to a problem they had with their art block involved using the fabric of the building, but changing and bringing up to the 21st century a 1970s concrete
Good to me,
art
guys.
block.
That's brilliant. Well done. I live just outside St Ives, so I'm very pleased. Well done.